Hello everybody, my name is Charles, and today is Digital Painting for Beginners Part 4. Yay, we're on Part 4 already. Today we're actually going to be painting something. As you can see, I have my color wheel on the top left of the screen from the last video. I have a completely painted eye in the top right of my screen. This is a finished example. Right below the color wheel on the left side is a blending example and a shadow example, using the primary colors from the color wheel. Now that being said, let's get started. We're going to close out of the blending example and the shadow example, and we just want to focus on the eyes right now. Basically, the starting process of this starts out with a line. And a lot of people don't understand what I mean by a line. I'm going to go down to my sketching brush. I'm going to drop it down to 19 pixels. What you want to do is hit shift. And make sure you have the right dark color picked. And that you're on the brush tool. Forgive me for that. For some reason my brain went, nope. We're going to hit shift on our keyboard. It's like Gandalf saying, you shall not pass. Okay, we're just going to start with the basic shape of an eye. Think of it like as an almond. You love them, they're salty, and they make you thirsty. Just like some of the internet memes. They're thirsty. I'm going to draw this one with a slightly different view, with the eye looking back. As you can see, it's an almond. You put a circle, 2 half circles in here. I'm adding a highlight marker on here. That's the iris and the pupil. And that's it. The next part of it you basically want to cover with this is creating the upper eyelid and the lower eyelid. We're going to take our lasso tool and move this out of the way here. Just cut the new layer, close out the one below it, hit Control T for the free transform. We're going to move this over here, hit check. Now, as you can see, it started out from that on the very bottom of the screen with a line the shape of an almond, the 2 half circles, and 3/4 circle with a highlight mark in the eye, to it now has an eyelid and indications of the lower eyelid. We're going to close out those two. Next one we're going to look at is the third one, where you have the ridge for the eyebrow. It's sitting on top of your orbits. What your orbits are is the structure of the skull where your eye sits in. We're going to hit Control T again. Nope, wrong layer. Gonna hit Control T again. Gandalf still beckoning me that I shall not pass. I'm gonna increase the size. And we're gonna start painting. What we want to look at right now is the colors that we pick. I'm gonna go into the color picker. I'm gonna go up a bit. I'm gonna grab this nice, bright, healthy, peachish looking color. It's about like Princess Peach bright. And I'm gonna basically just go in and drop in one main color right now. I'm gonna throw this in the time lapse so you can see that. Okay, now we got the main colors down. I know some of them look a bit faded out. That's because my brush is set at 50% at all times. That's just what I personally like to work with. A lot of people like to work with it in a higher opacity, and I can't speak today. I'm sorry, I'm just a bit tired. Okay, now what we're going to do is pick the darker colors, which I'm going to open up. Nope, not that one. The one, layer 7, which is a series of purples and red and a bit of the skin tone. We're going to go to our color picker, which we're going to select this, which is I also on the keyboard. Going to drop it in. Nope, can't drop it in right there. Going to drop it in here. Drop it in a bit more. Add a bit of the skin color. What you can do also is I always pick a dark background for the color transfer. And we're just going to come in, pull that color, and drop it in the rest of the way. Okay, now what I'm going to do is go pick a soft brush and start going over some of the darker line work just to make sure the indications are there. Now, you might be wondering, how are you going to blend this out from this to that? And I'm going to show you that right here in 1 second. We're going to open the next layer above that and bring up this example. I already have a soft brush. What we're going to do is grab this color here, extend it out a bit. We're going to bring it back in. We're going to grab a slightly darker color and go over the end. What we're going to do now, and I'm going to circle this, we're going to start grabbing colors with the color picker in this circle. Like right here, in between color, in the center, almost on the edge of the transition. And this is the same process. It looks smooth, it's better blended, and it's just a repeat of the same process over and over again. Now I'm going to throw this back into time lapse. I'm going to close out of that, and I'm going to finish up the eye. And you're just going to see me do the same process over and over and over again. Basically, coming out of the time lapse here, showing you pretty much what the finished product is going to be. There's not much difference between the top example and the bottom one. The only difference is you can see that there's a white line really defining the lower eyelid, the top of it, where the light's bouncing off of the eye and reflecting down onto it. The one, I have a bit of a darker eye to make it look a bit more recessed. This one, I could sink it in like that, like so. Just grab some more of the natural skin color, increase the brush size of the soft brush. And instantly it looks like it's set in the eye a bit more than it was. Now I'm just going to go through and make some minor adjustments right here. Come down with the soft brush. Make very vague indications, very natural indications. And that's pretty much how you do the eye. Now, I'm going to keep the soft brush. I'm going to drop it down to 19 pixels. I'm going to drop in some faint indicators of the eyelashes. Everybody, my name is Charles. Thank you once again for watching. I'll see you in the next video. And Gandalf, I did bash. You didn't stop me, Gandalf. I'll see you in the next video, everyone. Have a great day.